Why they're crows.
Actually, something interesting, if you call the right person during this point, they will actually correct you with Snake will call ravens for the rest of the game.
Who do you have to call for that?
I think you have to call Naomi or Nastasha or
Middle
Killer.
is straight down. Better move it. There's no time. The terrorists are ready to launch.
Well, I think Kib was gonna say crap about it.
The government can't cave into terrorist
But he is saying
demands,
something.
but they're
There is an
threatening to
interesting
launch a nuclear
conversation
weapon.
here.
They've made their final decision.
Why is the White House being so inflexible?
Really, Code's one of my favorite part
Is
about
there
this
still
episode.
something you're hiding from me?
Snake, please, just concentrate on stopping them, okay?
Let's see what Nastasha has to say.
As long as the strategy of nuclear deterrence continues, nuclear weapons may be reduced, but
I mean,
they
that
will
conversation
never be
with Colonel and Snake
eliminated.
was
If you think
decent,
about
I
it,
guess, but
nuclear reduction does not mean much.
Nastasha really
The nation is the ultimate
hate
goal.
them in this game, but
I used to work in the
she wound up
CIA.
becoming a bit more likable
I figured
in
the
the
only way to
backstory
achieve
for
nuclear
herself.
elimination
After that, she
was to work
dashed
from
off the
the
face of the
inside to
earth.
convince them of the ineffectiveness
She
of
hasn't appeared in the
deterrence
game since 2.
Seems like you're pretty focused on that issue.
Victims of nuclear
Which is a
radiation
pity since
are a sad thing to
the
see.
book she wrote
And
actually
I have
wasn't
seen a lot
interesting.
of it. I have seen more than enough of it. I was born and raised in Pripyat, Ukraine. I was 10 years old.
Yeah, 2 actually has a novelization of the
April
events of this
26,
game.
1986.
You can read it.
Yes, Chernobyl.
Nastasha wrote
It
it.
is the day that changed my life and thousands of other lives. I live just 3 kilometers north of there. 600,000 to 700,000 people were evacuated. Over 650,000 children.
Well, I
suffered
never knew about
the
these
effects
coded
of radiation
conversations, so I
poisoning.
guess that makes this
Between
better.
1986 and 1993,
After a
12,000 children died.
specific conversation here,
My
Snake
parents
will actually
and many others like them who helped
directly refer
in
to
cleanup died a few years later
the
from
crows by
radiation
the
sickness.
crows as
We
ravens for the rest
must
of the game.
rid this world of all nuclear weapons before they cause more misery. Before they destroy
Kinda pointless,
the
but I think
delicate
that's it.
environment that keeps us alive.
Yeah.
I will not allow this pain and anxiety to pass on to yet another generation.
Go away, crows! And mandatory coding call.
Snake, I've got something to tell you about Naomi Hunter.
What about her?
Is this conversation secure?
Don't worry, the monitor's off.
Okay.
What's up?
I was in the FBI too, you know.
I didn't know that. What's your point?
Dr. Hunter's story about her background, about her grandfather being an assistant secretary to Hoover in the FBI,
Yeah?
and then going undercover to investigate the mafia in New York.
Yeah, what about it?
It was all a big lie.
What did you say?
It was really bothering me. Why would she lie about it?
She lied.
She might be a spy.
Ridiculous.
Come on, even a high school student could see past it. The head of the FBI at that time, Edgar Hoover, he was a well-known racist. Didn't Naomi say that her father was Japanese?
Yeah?
Well, back then there wasn't a single Asian investigator. Also, in the 1950s, the undercover mafia sting operations hadn't even started yet. They first started in 1960, in Chicago, not New York.
But
You better check it out. The chief and the president mysteriously dying, and that ninja? Too many strange things are happening.
are you saying that Naomi might be behind it?
I don't know. Either that, or she's working with the terrorists.
Could it be?
If I find out anything, I'll call. In the meantime, be careful.
Well, that was some interesting information from Duke.
Yep. You really got a good feeling about her.
And here we have another radar jam.
Guess what that means?
What does it mean? Tell me!
It means you're about to get your ass kicked.
Thanks. That's really nice to know.
Well, no better way to avoid it than to know it ahead of the time.
There's also a lot of ammo here if anyone needs it. I know I'm gonna need it.
Welcome, Cossack. This is the end of the road for you. Right, my friends? Listen, they agree. How dare you kill my friends? Ravens aren't scavengers like most people think. They're simply returning to the natural world, that which is no longer needed. Sometimes they even attack wounded foxes.
You were the one in the M1 tank? Must have been a tight fit for a big boy like you.
But that was no true battle. The Ravens and I were testing to see what kind of man you were. The judgment is decided. The Ravens say you are a true warrior.
Am I hallucinating? I can't move.
The Raven has put the mark of death upon you. Blood from the east flows within your veins. Your ancestors too were raised on the barren plains of Mongolia. Inuit and Japanese are cousins to each other. We share many ancestors, you and I.
I don't have any crows in my family tree.
You jest, but indeed ravens and snakes are not the best of friends. Nevertheless, you will make a worthy adversary. You live in Alaska too. You know of the World Eskimo Indian Olympics?
Yeah, I know it. Must be a real threat in the muck duck eating contest.
Yes, you are right. But there is another event that I excel at. It is called the ear pull. It is an event where two opponents pull each other's ears while enduring the harsh cold. It tests spiritual as well as physical strength.
You want to pull each other's ears?
The form is different, but the spirit is the same. Rejoice, Snake! Ours will be a glorious battle.
This isn't glorious, it's just plain killing. Violence isn't a sport.
Well, we'll see if there's iron in your words.
Run away! Also, equip your rations for this fight, you'll see why. First, let's call Duke, actually.
That place is right in the middle of the permafrost. Just like the name says, it never melts. I've heard over 85% of Alaska is permafrost.
Really,
It's extremely cold there, Snake. If you don't hurry, your sea rations will freeze.
Go do too as well.
One way to prevent your sea
Actually,
rations
that game
from
feels a lot
freezing
different
is to
from
hold
the
them
first
close to
one,
your
so
body by equipping them.
Yeah, for this boss fight, which is a pain in the ass, by the way, you're gonna want to have your rations equipped, at least sometimes. Other times, you'll probably want to have your body armor, maybe, if Raven sees you.
If he sees you, it is going to hurt. He's more fierce outside of that tank than he is in
They
one.
say he has supernatural powers. During the Cold War, he trained in Russia with the Bimpel, the Soviet Special Forces. In 1993, he was demoted by President Yeltsin following his coup d'etat, so he fled the country and became a mercenary. After that, he joined those rent-a-war bastards.
Only if you wish him how many
Stayed
results you
there
get
until he joined us
in boss
in
fights.
Foxhound, thanks to a strong recommendation from Revolver Ocelot.
That cannon he's holding is a 20mm Vulcan gun. You
It's a
usually see them
freaking
mounted
Gatling
on fighter
gun. I think he's
planes.
gonna tear
You
Snake
can't
apart.
take him on in a firefight.
That's the
He'll
kind of
make
guy who's been
mincemeat of
laid on the planes,
He's not
folks.
just strong, Snake. He's a graduate emeritus from Alaska University, so he's a quick thinker, too.
In any case, you'd better not try to attack
That's
him
when
from
the
the
cannons
front.
are gonna come in handy.
Normal weapons are no match for his 20mm Vulcan. Try to attack him from the side.
Assuming he
or
doesn't
behind.
shoot from out of the air. I don't know if he can.
He can do that in this fight.
Oh dear.
You never knew that?
Like Raven is holding
I forgot about that.
51A1
Oh.
20mm
Again, remember, up
multi-turret
to
machine
Cyber
gun.
Wolf
They are
last time,
usually mounted on
part of the memory
F-16s.
takes
With
me.
its 6 rotating turrets,
I,
it can
redid
fire
that.
4,020mm rounds per minute, and it is accurate too. If you come at him from the front, he'll turn you into borscht.
I have no idea what Natasha just said at the end. Otacon probably has no information.
That room is still under construction, because their main
Or
priority
not.
was to finish Metal Gear's underground base. But the good thing is, with all those containers, it should be easy to hide, right?
Well, that was somewhat useful. Let's call mailing again so I can
Is everything all right,
be
Nick?
safe and not die, because I think I might actually die in this fight. Because I am not feeling confident.
Don't die, Snake.
This fight is a pain in the ass. Why don't you explain why, DG?
Well, for starters, he has made it freaking steel. You didn't even need the tank in the first place.
He probably could eat the tank. He can also detect the Nikindas when they're coming at him at the last second, which is complete bullshit, in my opinion. Like that. Well, not really. Like when you saw that first shot hit him, if it hits his backside, it usually does no damage, honestly. Oh shit. The Nikindas are probably your best bet for this fight, but they can be unreliable because of that whole he'll detect them at the last minute thing. He also will cause some of the containers to flip over, so that can make things a lot more problematic. Me, I'm already down 40 Nikindas and I've only gotten one hit on him. Like, you see that? That hit him almost head on, and that did no damage. There really isn't a strategy for this fight, in my opinion, honestly. You have to kind of get lucky. You can use C4, no, not C4, Claymores, but they are weird in this fight. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I don't even know how he does that with detecting the Nikinda.
Come on out.
He really is made of iron. It's so dumb. And oh shit! Maybe someone didn't hit me. Oh, that hurt me too. That's so dumb. Any advice? Because I've got nothing.
Well, my takes advice. Just try to stay the hell out of his line of sight as much as you can.
But he has such a huge line of sight.
I know, that's the problem. Really, I don't think that Metal Gear Solid really had bosses until the second game.
Yeah, honestly. It's weird that it doesn't react to the Nikindas though. Like the Nikindas blowing up near him.
Come on out.
Grenades! Do something for once! Explosions are probably the best thing you can use in this fight, honestly. Oh shit! Go, Nikinda! Shit.
Nikita, finish it off with the spell. No, I'm not gonna say it.
With false swipe?
No. I don't know what came over me.
it, that was stupid. Oh wow, I'm throwing grenades at him. They're doing shit! I think I'm screwed. Okay, that was somewhat worth it because it got him a huge amount of his health. Go Nikinda! I think I'm kind of screwed here. I'm almost out of rations. I am doing this the wrong way, I think.
There's a right way to this fight.
How'd the grenade miss him? Oh, he has a smidgen of health left. And I do mean a smidgen. Is there any other use for grenades in this game besides this fight? Because I don't think there is. Come on, kill him, grenade! Why did the grenade fail to kill him? Finally.
Thank God!